Mr Kanu must be given access to a fair and due process. A British citizen travelling on the British passport should not be kidnapped in a third country and dragged to a Nigerian prison.
British MP calls for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are using this opportunity to call on the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to join his colleagues in calling for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran British citizen who was kidnapped by Nigerian government in Kenya, and to remind the President of Nigeria to obey their own court orders. Stay tuned for more updates, stay safe, and have a blessed day.
In 2021, Mr Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was abducted by Nigerian security forces in Nairobi, Kenya. Since his detention, he has been subjected to torture and many other unpleasantries. A United Nations Rights Council report released a damning assessment of Nigeria's government's treatment and called for his immediate release. My right honourable friend from Camberwell and Peckham has worked tirelessly on behalf of Mr Kanu and is urging the Foreign Secretary to do more to secure his release. Nigeria is a Commonwealth nation that receives tens of millions in UK aid. It is one of the biggest benefactors of aid. Part of this aid support must be a commitment to human rights and upholding the right to fair trials. Mr Kanu must be given access to a fair and due process. A British citizen travelling on the British passport should not be kidnapped in a third country and dragged to a Nigerian prison. The government needs to get much tougher. In 2021, Mr Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was abducted by Nigerian security forces in Nairobi, Kenya. Since his detention, he has been subjected to torture and many other unpleasantries. A United Nations Rights Council report released a damning assessment of Nigeria's government's treatment and called for his immediate release. My right honourable friend from Camberwell and Peckham has worked tirelessly on behalf of Mr Kanu and is urging the Foreign Secretary to do more to secure his release. Nigeria is a Commonwealth nation that receives tens of millions in UK aid. It is one of the biggest benefactors of aid. Part of this aid support must be a commitment to human rights and upholding the right to fair trials. Mr Kanu must be given access to a fair and due process. A British citizen travelling on the British passport should not be kidnapped in a third country and dragged to a Nigerian prison. The government needs to get much tougher.
British passport when he was at least kidnapped in Nairobi, Kenya, and brought into this country, illegal, extraordinarily. So the British people, the British government, the parliamentarians, parliament, they are debating on how to at least make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is free. The 2021, to be precise, yes, 2021. We actually, watched on social media how the Boko Haram insurgents kidnapped Bishop Ndimi. Bishop Ndimi is from Adamawa State, from Macham tribe. They bargained their ransom with federal government, with the state government, with even Christian communities in the mid-belt, in the north, across the country. They bargained for the ransom for the life of this man, which was actually could not be, validated or settled with the abductors. They gave ultimatum. The ultimatum expired, and on a glass set, the whole world were watching. And actually, we watched how Bishop Ndimi was beheaded, my brother, with machetes. They cut this man as a goat. A goat should be at least, killed. He died. And this man, Bishop Ndimi, was the Adamawa Chapter Christian Association of Nigerian chairman. He died. Yes. Christian Association, they did not talk much. But all I know is that since then, our hearts, our memories are with the family, the widow that Bishop Indimi left, behind. May his soul rest in peace. Then since that, we've seen the killings, various killings, by Boko Haram insurgents, killing reverend fathers in the southeast. All this were going on and on and on and on and on until Donald Trump questioned Buhari that you have not told me the reason why Christians are being killed in Nigeria on daily basis. My brother, that was why in his second comment, Donald Trump actually, remembered for federal government of Nigeria the killings of the past and the why the administration of Obama and all them of this man, Joe Biden, were sponsoring the insurgency, terrorism in the north, with a fund that was meant for the benefit of Nigerians, the benefit of Christians, everybody in Nigeria. That was USAID. USAID, Nigeria is using it for sponsorship of this anti-HIV campaign and other, international, let me say, initiations. See, America actually rushed into, investigation of this kind of allegation, and they investigated it actually and understood that actually Obama regime, Joe Biden regime, were sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. The money that was coming from USAID, almost, let me say, all of them, let me say, from 2015 to date, they hijack it. I mean, the Northern Allies, headed by Muhammad Buhari, to sponsor, they use the money sponsoring insurgency across Nigeria. That's why Trump actually block it as a sanction. Trump is no longer allowing USAID. Remittance, that was all this while coming from United States of America. We could not actually know where the money was going to or channeling to. They use it to sponsor the bandits. They use it to sponsor Boko Haram and so on and so forth, which is the reason why America is now questioning Buhari, all his activities in the past, I mean his administration, what he used the USAID, do. He used it to sponsor. We are talking about UK actually, began to understand that the aid they were sending to Nigeria to the tune of 8 million naira. Nigeria is $8 million or 8 million pounds anyway. Nigeria has been using that money for another thing. The money, they have not been utilizing the money for the purpose UK, was, sending the money in the past. So this time around, United Kingdom has blocked such aid, and America has blocked theirs. And let me tell you, they are planning on how to sanction Nigeria if they fail to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if there's an option of coming to this country to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by American military, through using American military operation or GA, Office of Global Access, I think it is possible. One, Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. He was with UK passport, British passport, when he was at least kidnapped in Nairobi, Kenya, and brought into this country, illegal, extraordinarily. So the British people, the British government, the parliamentarians, parliament, they are debating on how to at least make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is free. Then America, since the inception of Donald Trump regime, I'm telling you, Trump regime, my brother, immediately his inauguration ended, Trump stepped into the matter of Biafra, actualization. And till date, I'm telling you, all the Biafran lobbyists, headed by Susie Willis and other great names among the Congress, they are on it, all hands on a round table, talking and discussing the possibility of setting Nnamdi Kanu free any moment from now. They even see beyond that, because Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku has been also incarcerated in the faraway Finland. And we are thinking that maybe crude oil for Ekpa's, imprisonment has been changed, has been actually, the deal has been transacted by Nigeria and Finland to hold Mazi Simon Ekpa incarcerated in Finland, maybe at the exchange of crude oil. We don't know. But all of a sudden, Biafrans will begin to have another, perspective, or let me say perception, about Finland, at least changing of, their agenda for Biafra so lately. If actually that Finland is fighting alongside with Biafra or for Biafra, why holding Simon Ekpa, who has been vindicated by many attacks by the headers in the recent time? The attack in Ebonyi State, the attack in Enugu State, the attack in Benue State, the attack in Anambra State, the attack in Imo State, everywhere has actually vindicated Simon Ekpa. That what Simon Ekpa was fighting for actually was, against insurgency. The Fulani headers. So what happened is Britain is trying to play their colonial policy. But if you ask me, it is too late. Now the Kanu has overstayed in detention before the British start sending this, signaling Nigerian government that that boy, is our citizen. It has come too late. Someone has at least stayed over 48 months incarcerated. I don't think it's of no use, telling Nigerians that we are coming to at least, sanction them or lay embargo, and you are not going to send the money, the support, financial support we've been giving Nigeria in the past because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, it has come too late. Because I'm telling you, I begin to understand that it was America that would have, sensitized Britain on the issue, prevailing presently on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's fate, since he is a dual citizen, he's having a dual citizenship, which one is Britain and one is Nigeria. So let me tell you, it's the United States that actually sensitized the British parliamentarians to wade into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case.
Okay, but on 21st of March, I've been tutored for when Nnamdi Kanu will meet with the new judge, Tosho, as regards Yen on his new case. And we know that, for all we know, they said the case will be starting afresh. What do you think Tosho will be doing as regards Nnamdi Kanu? But they said, according to the report, they said Tosho has never made a bad judgment. What do you think will become of Nnamdi Kanu?
Tosho has never been known with, let me say, hanky-panky judgment or impartiality or partiality judgment. He has never been partial on delivering his judgment. I think he's going to do the needful. Because this man already, if you ask me, he's already started shaking because he knows he's going to meet a very strong man. And by the way, the past judges, why are they not affirming the past judgment? The past judgment by Nyako, the past judgment by other ones are the Supreme Court who actually freed Nnamdi Kanu. Why not affirming it? They are starting another judgment afresh. You will see another one way past war. Because if Tosho come from another angle, we are going to at least see how Nigeria will last. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already has been vindicated, set free by court 2 times. And this man is going there for 2nd time. So let us see the starting afresh, how law is going to be bent. Because of course, he was illegally renditioned from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria. And the court has actually ruled in his favor 2 times. Tinubu refused to let go. So let us see how Tinubu will become a Jagaban and jail an Igbo man that was set free 2 times at post-supreme and appeal court. It is a stage, political stage, and we are going to be the spectators very soon. Come quote me. Sebi say on the March 21st. March 21st is almost here because it is next week. Today I think it's 13. Next Thursday is 20. Next Friday, okay. 21st.
But a lot of people have said the Southeast governor, the one that is holding Nnamdi Kanu, that is not Tinubu, that no one should blame Tinubu for, Nnamdi Kanu continuous detention. That is the Southeast governor that should be blamed, not President Tinubu.
Okay, thank you so much. When I was a child, I reasoned like a child. Till now that I have grown, old, I reason like a matured man. I reason with insightful, at least, understanding. I have the intelligence to reason like a man of wisdom. Those people that are saying it, that it is the southeastern governor that are holding Nnamdi Kanu, are a bundle of idiots. I've never seen such stupors in my life before. The president of Federal Republic of Nigeria is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The SS freed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, freed Nnamdi Kanu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not allow the boy to let off the hook or to get out of the cage. And the governors that are in their various regions, they don't have what it takes to exercise their power outside the states, jurisdiction of the states, of their various states. What are they talking about? The federal? The governor has no right whatsoever to stop what federal has at least, kicked off to start, kick-started. So decision by federal government is that Nnamdi Kanu is set free legally, but they won't let go. They are Yoruba men. The whole cabal around Tinubu are Yoruba men. They are called presently Lagos boys. Bayon Onoga. I'm telling you the truth. Dela Alake. I'm telling you the truth. What about Fayemi?
They're not Fulanis.
Wait, what about Gbajabia Miller? Two, the Fulanis in the north too. What are you saying? Governors of the south is not a lie. It is a lie. They are just making foolishness out of Igbos. They are making fools of us. Because Igboho, not even the whole southwest governors want Igboho out. Still, Igboho was set free. The man left on his own. After visiting Nigeria, he went to bury his mother. Did they allow Nnamdi Kanu to go his mother's burial? So let me tell you, we are not fools. When I was a child, I behaved like a child. Not now that I'm a matured man. One kind nonsense man will be telling me stories. They should stop using their media, platform to demote Biafra and Igbo land. The governors, they have no say. The only department that has final say is Department of Judiciary. And Judiciary has done their best. The executive is using arms, gun, to disrupt what the court has done, thereby committing court contempt. Nnamdi Kanu was set free since. Tinubu did not let go. Stop blaming the governors. We are not fools. We are Igbos. Tinubu has gone a long way to actually exercise the serious abhorrence and hatred he has for the Igbo man. And it is playing out. There's no two ways to tell us that what Awolowo did many years ago, Tinubu is trying to step into Awolowo's shoe and make sure that he causes Igbo man this pain. And I'm telling you that if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu in that DSS facilities, I think Tinubu will never live to tell the story because the man is due for release. All that Tinubu is doing now is playing politics to use Nnamdi Kanu for bargain for 2027 election. Tinubu should let the Igbo man go as he let the Yoruba man go. It has gone a long way to actually tell the whole world how over-tribalized, ethnicized is all his policy, his agenda in this administration. Tinubu is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in jail. There's no two ways about it. We actually know. When you made a proverb to a wise man, he can actually pick up so easily. But when proverb is spoken, delivered, or administered to a fool, he can only jump either into canal, river, or gutter, and draggle himself, mix himself up with poto because he's a fool. Igbo man is not a fool. Tinubu should understand that we've done it. Since after the war, what Awolowo has done to us, we've done it because God is on our side. Tell us that story to the fairies, that the Igbo governors are the ones detaining Nnamdi Kanu. You can tell that story to the moon, that Igbo man is responsible for Nnamdi Kanu so there. That story is meant for the toddlers, babies that are below 6 months old of age. It is not for Igbo man. You can't address Igbo that way. We are not fools.
My people, another Biafra Liberation Army under Ngozi Orabeze emerge. I don't know how Commander Gentle go take see this one. No, another commander for inside Biafra land. He don't read. However, we go play you the video, may you watch. But before we jump inside them, let also tell you the update of how Simon Ekpa case they go between the Nigerian government and Simon Ekpa in Finland. We go play the two video, can show you. Stay tuned and watch the video from beginning to end so that you go understand how it did happen.
Heavy duty artillery. Ahead, ahead. Heavy duty artillery. Ahead, ahead. Ahead, ahead. We move. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all to Biafrans all over the world and all the lovers of freedom. I Wunde Aludo State, the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran Liberation Forces. I know here nobody can tell. Na-ekwupụta mmasị anyị na-ekelekwenu ndị isi anyị mmadụ dịka our supreme leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị na-ekelekwa the USB government, United States of Biafra. Anyị na-ekelekwa our prime minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. Anyị echefukweghị onye dịka Ngozi Orabeze, the vice prime minister. Anyị na-ekelekwa the secretary of defense Engineer Solomon Nkwocha. I na-ekelekwa the executive governor of Aludo State. I na-asị mma dịrịgị. I na-ekelekwa maazị onye dị USB ji na-arụ ọrụ nyere ndị defense office Aludo command. Na-asị na ozi ọbụla eziri anwụrụ ọkụ na ọ na-eru eluigwe ntị. I na-asị ndị USB, United States of Biafra government, unu jidekwa ka unu ji. Mana nke unu na-eme unu ha yikwuo the volume maka na nne ọmụnwa bụ Commander Elu gburu ọchị Aludo command. Anyị sị na ụjọ adịghị n'ihi na mbọchị amụrụ dike na mba ka amụrụ ibe ya. N'afọ anaghị atụ ụjọ okpoti ihu. We are ever ready. We are ever good to go. We are ever formidable. Whatever the zoo needs is what we are going to give to them. We must fall the zoo. Heavy duty artillery. Ahead, ahead. Heavy duty artillery. Ahead, ahead. Ahead, ahead. We move.
The defense minister what he got to say, and I'll be right back.
Francis are one of our best fighting force. Of course, we love all our forces. We love all our troops. Everyone who is doing this sacrifice, making this sacrifice, is special to us. You must always know wherever you are serving in Biafra that you are among our most precious resource. We cannot do without you, and we appreciate your service. Biafrans all over the world hold you in a very high esteem. But in return, we ask you to try to develop a little bit professional ethics in your profession so that you will live up to today's standard, acceptable all over the world, at least the basics. We have seen some social media issues going up from one of our best commanders, Commander Gentle. Very unfortunate. He has been misinformed and misled by those people who are agents of division. When you pay attention to what he says all the time, you will know exactly where he's coming from. But we are here today to address his problems. His problem is coming from pay-related issues, finances. We take the finances of our military members very, very seriously. We understand that one of the issues that hampers motivation in military life is finance. And this government, under the leadership of our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and now under the leadership of his surrogate, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, this government takes the pay and the finances of our military men and women very seriously. So when issues that has to do with their stipend, because this is voluntary, Though we have made commitment that we are going to place them on salaries, that is still in progress. We have not concluded all the paperwork required to effect that and make it to go into effect. But very soon, all that will happen. At this point, we have reasons to believe that this individual has failed to go through his chain of command. In military, chain of command is taken seriously. Failure to do so will result into UCMJ action, Uniform Code of Military Justice. But unfortunately, some of these individuals have not been attending to our trainings, especially Gentle Yahoo, a general, a soldier who has done so much for Biafra and Biafrans in general. This individual has defended our life with everything in him. And it's very unfortunate that there is a little miscommunication here and there, that he is being misled. And we have every reason to believe that after today, this individual, this trusted and loved soldier, will become even the best in Biafra land.